Imagine a state capital, not just as a symbol of democracy, but as a battleground. Chants echo through the halls, not from a distant rally, but from just outside the legislative chamber itself. Just vote no. We want fair maps. This isn't a scene from a protest in a far-off land. This is Indiana, right now, and it's where some Republicans are doing something almost unheard of in today's political climate. They're standing up to Donald Trump. At the heart of this intense standoff is a move to redraw Indiana's congressional map mid-cycle. President Donald Trump and his administration are pushing hard for a new plan that would effectively wipe out the state's Democratic congressional representation, turning a current 7-2 Republican majority into a crushing 9-0. The goal? To secure every single U.S. House seat for the GOP from Indiana, further shoring up the Republican majority in Congress as we head towards the 2026 midterms. It's a strategy we've seen before, but never with this level of internal Republican resistance. But this isn't just a political debate. It's a conflict unfolding under a cloud of fear and intimidation that lawmakers on both sides say is without modern precedent in Indiana. Republican state legislators who've shown any hesitation to back this plan are being targeted. We're talking about swatting incidents, fake emergency calls that send armed police to their homes. We're talking about bomb threats, anonymous acts of intimidation, and, of course, the very public threat from President Trump himself. If you vote against this, expect a primary challenger endorsed by him. As Mike Gaskill, the Republican chair of the Senate Elections Committee, opened a hearing on this redistricting bill, his words were telling. "We can have an argument and still be nice," he pleaded. It was less a statement and more a desperate call for civility in a hostile environment. Here's why Indiana stands out. We've seen this play before. Over the summer, the Trump administration launched this aggressive redistricting campaign. In Texas, Republicans quickly fell in line, redrawing maps to potentially flip 5 Democratic House seats. Missouri, North Carolina, they followed suit. But in Indiana, a significant number of Republicans are pushing back. They're asking tough questions, voicing concerns, and in some cases, outright refusing to go along with a plan they see as an abuse of power and an affront to fair representation. This is a rare sight in the modern GOP. To publicly oppose the former president, especially on a high-stakes issue like maintaining House control, takes immense political courage or perhaps a deep-seated belief in the principles they feel are being violated. So, what are the implications of this battle, not just for Indiana, but for the entire country? This isn't just about 2 Democratic seats in one state. This is about the integrity of our electoral process. Mid-decade redistricting like this is often seen as a blatant power grab, undermining the very idea of fair representation. It allows politicians to choose their voters, rather than voters choosing their politicians. If successful, this strategy could provide a blueprint for similar efforts in other states, further entrenching partisan control and making our elections even less competitive. If the Indiana Republicans hold the line, however, it could signal a crack in the monolithic support for Trump within the party and inspire others to resist similar demands. As of this week, the bill has advanced out of the Senate Elections Committee, but it was not without internal dissent. Now, it heads for a full Senate vote. Every Republican vote is critical, and the resistance within the GOP caucus will determine the fate of this controversial measure. The coming days will be crucial. Will Indiana Republicans ultimately succumb to the pressure, or will they continue to stand firm, prioritizing what they believe is right over political expediency and personal safety? This is a story of political courage, immense pressure, and the future of Democratic representation. We'll be watching closely as this battle unfolds. What do you think about the situation? Is it fair? Is it an abuse of power? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more in-depth analysis.